Hello students, welcome to online class. Today we will discuss about one of the most common and important topic, that is computer network. So without wasting time, let's start. A computer network is a group of computers that uses a set of common communication protocols over digital interconnections for the purpose of sharing resources located on or provided by the network nodes. Benefits of computer network: it facilitates communication through email or video conferencing, instant messaging, or any other mode. Share hardware devices like a printer or scanner. It enables file sharing, sharing of software or other operating programs. It shares the information also. Disadvantages of computer network: lack of robustness, security issue, and cost of network. So advantage and disadvantage both are available in case of computer network. Now we need to see the evolution of computer network, or we can say networking. So first we have, that is ARPANET. Full form is Advanced Research Projects Agency Network. In 1969, the US government formed an agency named as ARPANET to connect computers at various universities and defense agencies. The main objectives of ARPANET was to develop a network that could continue to function efficiently even in the event of nuclear attack. Now next option we have, that is Internet. Full form is Interconnection Network. The Internet is a worldwide network of computer networks. It is not owned by anybody. The Internet has evolved from ARPANET. The Internet is a globally connected network system that utilizes TCP/IP to transmit information. Following services are instantly available through Internet, like email, web-enabled audio-video conferencing, online movies and gaming, data transfer, sharing of data, instant messaging, internet forums, social networking, online shopping, and financial services. Next option we have, that is Interspace. Interspace is a client or server software program that allows multiple users to communicate online with real-time audio, video, and text chat in dynamic 3D environments. So this is the actual evolution of computer networking. Now the most important part, that is data communication terminologies. So communication channel is actually playing an important role in case of computer networking. So we need to learn about this thing. A communication channel is either a physical transmission medium such as a wire, or to a logical connection over a multiplexed medium such as a radio channel in telecommunication and computer networking. Now bandwidth, the amount of data that can be transferred from one point to another. It is a measure of the range of frequencies a transmitted signal occupies. In digital system, bandwidth is the data speed in bits per second. In analog systems, bandwidth is measured in terms of the difference between the highest frequency signal component and the lowest frequency signals component. Bandwidth is expressed in hertz, kilohertz, and megahertz. The hertz is actually symbol is Hz, is the derived unit of frequency in the International System of Units, that is known as SI, and is defined as 1 cycle per second. It is named after Heinrich Rudolf Hertz. Hertz are commonly expressed in multiples: kilohertz, megahertz, and gigahertz. Data transfer rate, DTR, is the amount of data in digital form that is moved from one place to another in a given time on a network. Data rates are often measured in megabits or megabytes per second. Now some of the example of measuring unit of data, that is BPS, bits per second; MBPS, megabits per second; TBPS, terabits per second; KBPS, kilobits per second; and GBPS, that is gigabits per second. Wired networks. It is also known as the Ethernet network. A wired network is simply a collection of two or more computers, printers, and other devices linked by Ethernet cables or any form of wired media. Ethernet is the fastest wired network protocol with connection speeds of 10 megabits per second to 100 Mbps or higher. Computer must have an Ethernet adapter. Sometimes it is also called a network interface card, which is commonly known as NIC, to connect with wire. Most of the network topology uses wired network. Now here we can see a table where we can segregate or distinguish between twisted pair coaxial cable and fiber optic cable. These are actually three different types of wire available for networking. So if you want to segregate with signal form, then in case of twisted pair, it is uses electricity form, coaxial cable also electricity form, whereas fiber optical cable use at light to transfer signal. Cost: twisted pair is least cost, coaxial cable moderate, but fiber optical cable highly cost. Speed: twisted pair cable speed is very low, coaxial cable speed is moderate, fiber optical cable is very fast. Ease of use: twisted pair cable, it is very easy to install. Coaxial cable required for professional installation, whereas fiber optical cable also. In case of reliability, twisted pair cable's reliability is very poor, coaxial cable medium, and fiber optical cable high. Real life application: telephone network we are using this twisted pair cable. Coaxial cable we are using this TV cable for the DTH connections and all, and fiber optical cable it is using for data transmission and digital telephone line. Now the data transmission rate: 10 Mbps to 10 Bps, that is for twisted pair. Coaxial cable 100 Mbps, whereas fiber optical cable more than 100 Gbps. Now data transfer range: twisted pair cable used to work in a short range, that is within 100 meter. In case of coaxial cable, it is basically 185 meter to 500 meter. That's the basical distance. Fiber optical cable can transfer a huge distance. That's why we can't mention this with a figure or in a list. Now here we can see the images of twisted pair, coaxial cable and fiber optical cable. Wireless networks, it uses high frequency radio waves rather than wire to communicate. Wireless allows for devices to be shared without networking cable, which increases mobility but decreases the range. Infrared wave transmission, it is basically using for short range communication. Infrared waves can travel from a few centimeters to several meters. Line of sight propagation, infrared uses point to point communication. Both transmitter and receiver should be placed in the line of sight of each other, and there should not be any obstacle in between. Cannot penetrate solid object. It is inexpensive mode of communication. Security purpose: at a time, only two devices can communicate. Therefore, information passed to one device is not leaked to another device. Radio wave transmission, it is using for long range communication. Radio waves can cover distances ranging from a few meters up to covering an entire city. Omnidirectional, radio waves are propagated in all directions. Therefore, sending and receiving antennas do not have to be aligned. Penetrate solid object. Inexpensive mode of communication. Radio wave communication is insecure communication. Microwave radio. A microwave radio link is a communication system that uses a beam of radio waves in the microwave frequency range to transmit data and voice over, even video information between two locations. It is also reliable communication method that widely used for offshore communications between vessels and platforms. Frequency bands maximum antenna separation analog digital 4 to 6 gigahertz 32 to 48 kilometer analog 10 to 12 gigahertz 16 to 24 kilometer digital 18 to 23 gigahertz and 8 to 11 kilometer. Satellite communication, it provides worldwide coverage independent to population density. Satellite communication system offer telecommunication, positional and navigation, broadcasting, internet, mobile TV, etc. In support very long range communication with line of sight propagation, it cannot penetrate solid object. It is very expensive communication mode. Now here we can see the diagram of a satellite, how a satellite connection can share and receive the signal. Here you can follow one uplink station, and after uplink station there is one downlink station also. Microwave link versus optical fiber, one of the most important topic of discussion. Microwave, which is also known as radio link, have been used by many companies for decades. Most of the mobile network use microwave to connect their cell towers to their backhaul network. For mobile operators, a reason using microwave is not the speed which microwave provides. It is used to connect their remote sites because microwave is a faster and cheaper deployment option compared to fiber. When more capacity is required, fiber becomes more economical. Actual cost of fiber deployment is laboring cost. Digging a trench and laying the fiber, getting the required permissions from the landowner and from the municipalities. We have to dig a trench that hundreds of kilometers long or lease access to ducts that have already been laid by infrastructure companies. Geography of the land is very important for the fiber deployment. For example, when faced with a mountain or river, do we go straight across at great expense, or do you make a diversion to the nearest bridge or tunnel? Combine all of these factors and you will understand why most of the world terrestrial fiber networks are deployed alongside existing roads and railways. Computer hardware devices which are used to connect computers, printers, or any other electronic device to a computer network are called network devices. These devices transfer data in a fast, secure, and correct way with some specific functionality over same or different network. Some devices are installed on the computer like internal modem, NIC card, or RJ45 connector, whereas some are part of the network like router, switch, etc. NIC Network Interface Card. This is at top among other networking devices and mostly used networking device. This is also known as network adapter card, Ethernet card and LAN card. Actually all are same. It allows our PC to communicate with other PCs. A PC uses parallel data transmission to transmit data between the internal parts, whereas the media that connects this PC with other device. PCs uses serial data transmission. A NIC converts parallel data stream into serial data stream and vice versa. Here you can see the diagram that parallel data, then the serial data, and again the parallel data. That means the PC is receiving the signal from NIC. So where we can see how NIC can be able to send and receive the signal for a PC. RJ45, it is registered jack, is an 8-watt connector that is used to connect computers on a local area, especially on Ethernet. Here in the right hand side, you can see the RJ45 jack. Now our next option is repeater. In a network signal travels along a distance in transmission media. Due to resistance of media, signal become weak. Repeater is a networking device which regenerates the signal and forwards the signal with more power. Here you can see the diagram of the use of repeater. So repeater is actually receiving the weak signal due to a long distance. Our signal can be able to weak from one position to another position. But if we have a repeater, then the repeater can be able to boost up the signal and it helps to send it with a more power. So there you can see in this diagram. Our next option is modem. Modem is short form of modulator and demodulator. It's an electronic device used to access the internet that modulates, carries wave to encode information to be transmitted, and also demodulates incoming carrier wave to decode the information they carry. Modulation means digital to analog signal conversion, and its vice versa is known as demodulator. That's why it's being named as modulator and demodulator. Here in the right hand side option, you can see the diagram of this modem. So first it is actually accepting the analog signal, and then it can be able to transfer it to digital also, and from digital to analog also. That means modem is actually performing a vice versa role. Our next option is hub. Hub is used to connect multiple computers in a single LAN network of one work group. Generally, hubs are available with 8, 4, 12, 24, and 48 ports. As per the number of computer, we need to have this hub. When a hub receives signal on its port, it repeats the signal and forwards that signal from all ports except the port on which the signal arrived. In below diagram, leftmost node try to send signal to rightmost node, but the signals are distributed to all the ports. Here you can see hub send the signal to all port. From the left hand side computer, we actually want to send the signal, but due to hub, it is actually circulating to all the other computer, and as well as it moves to the required computer also. There are two types of hub. One is passive hub. It only forwards the signal on all ports without amplifying the signal. Next option is active hub. It forwards the signal with improvement in the quality of data signal by amplifying it. That's why such hubs needs additional power supply. Based on the port type, there are two types of hub. One is Ethernet hub and the next one is combo hub. In case of Ethernet hub, all ports have RJ45 connectors. Combo hub, several different types of connectors such as RJ45, BNC, and AUI available as port in such hub. Switch. Switch is also used to connect multiple computers together in a LAN work group, just like hub. Switches are available with 4, 8, 12, 24, 48, and 64 ports. Switch makes their switching decisions by using application specific integrated circuit. Due to switching decisions capability, switch sends signal to the recipient only, and that's why switches are called as intelligent hub. In below the diagram, you can follow the diagram. Leftmost node sending signal to the rightmost node. And at the time of sending the signal, the leftmost computer is sending the information to the right hand side computer without losing it to the other computer. Our next option is router. Router operates in the physical data link and network layer. Router is a networking device which chooses the best optimal path from the available paths to send the signal. It interconnects different networks. The simplest function of a router is to receive packet from one connected network and pass them to second connected network. Our next option is gateway, a networking device capable to convert protocols so that two different network architecture based system can communicate with each other. It works as protocol converter. So gateway is actually using as a protocol converter. Now we can have a debate like hub versus switch. Which one is important and which one is good for an user? A hub works on a physical layer of OSI model, while switch works on the data link layer, that is layer 2. Switch is more efficient than a hub. Switch is more efficient than a hub. A switch can join multiple computers with one LAN, and a hub just connect multiple Ethernet devices together as a single segment. Switch is smarter than hub to determine the target of the forwarding data. Since switch has a higher performance, its cost will also become more expensive. Our next debate can be switch versus router. In the OSI model, router is working on a higher level of network layer. Router is very different from the switch because it is for routing packet to other networks. It is also more intelligent and sophisticated to serve as an intermediate destination to connect multiple area networks together. A switch is only used for wired network, yet a router can also link with the wireless network with much more function as a router definitely cost higher than a switch. Router versus gateway. Gateway regulates traffic between two dissimilar networks, while router regulates traffic between similar networks. A router is a hardware device that forwards data packets between computer networks. Routers perform the traffic directing function on the internet connections in one network with router. For example, there are 30 computers connected inside a network A. All these computers communicate with each other. In this situation, no gateway is needed because a router with a routing table that defines the loops within these 30 computers is enough. Connection between different network with gateway. In another hand, we suppose that there are two networks that are network A and network B. Computer X from network A wants to send data to computer Y from the network B. Then there need to have both a gateway A and a gateway B so that the two networks will be able to communicate. Otherwise, it is not possible. Wi-Fi cards are a small and portable card that allow your computer to connect to the internet through a wireless network. Wi-Fi transmission is through the radio waves. These signals are picked up by the Wi-Fi receiver such as computers and cell phones equipped with Wi-Fi cards. The devices need to be within the range of a Wi-Fi network to receive the signal and produces a wireless internet connections. Once a connection is established between user and the network, the user is prompted with a login screen and a password for establishing a secure connection. Wi-Fi cards can be external or internal. If a Wi-Fi card is not installed inside your computer, you may purchase an external USB antenna attachment and connect it to your device. Many computer and mobile devices are nowadays equipped with wireless networking capability and do not require a Wi-Fi card. That is possible in case of modern days computer. Structure of a network. The geometrical arrangement of computer resource network devices along with communication channel is known as network structure or network topology. Topology can be physical or logical. Physical topology, layout of nodes and cables in the network. Logical topology, the way information flows between different components. Types of physical network topologies: bus topology, star topology, ring topology, mesh topology, tree topology, and hybrid topology. Thank you for watching the first part of this video. The next part also I am going to upload. Please wait and watch the video. Thank you everyone.